Good morning, everyone. Welcome in the house to another episode of Jeanine's Money Talk. So happy you're here, so excited that every Friday you and me, we get together to talk about my favorite things in the world, which I'm probably going to do for the rest of my life, but just talking to you about money, how to increase your prices, how to increase your self-worth. And someone actually asked me the other day, what is it exactly that you do? And I thought, if I would have to describe it, it's like, I want to make people rich, but not through some kind of scammy things, but through a rise in consciousness. Because I deeply, deeply, deeply believe if people start stepping into their own power and are willing to see money from a different perspective of what it truly is, there's so much healing not happening only for to yourself, but also to the planet, to the community. So it's like a true win-win situation for everyone, like for you, for me, for us. And I think there's something magical happening. Good morning from Jeanine to Jeanine. Good morning, Tatjana. Good morning, Beate. So beautiful. See some familiar names here on this Friday talk. And I wanted to share this week a topic which was a true game changer in my life, in my financial success story. And this is, I think, one of the most asked questions a question I receive is, why do you think you became so fast, so successful? What would you say is a one or two or three things which are a true game changer in changing someone's financial situation? And every time I tune in, it's not so easy to say that it was just only one thing I've done differently. I would say it's a lot of small things I've done over a long period of time, and I'm still doing them, and they keep compounding. So they keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And one of them is really, and I would like to emphasize, is most of the things I'm doing, people think, this is not... it's not important. I'm not going to do this. Nah, feels uncomfortable. Nah, I don't see the value. Nah. And for me, really in the beginning, when I started out, and I started with 300 euros. So the teachers or trainers I had were not people in real life I would talk to like I have today, but I read all the books. And actually looking back, it was really magical because I read the book and I always had to contemplate on my own. I had to take time out and see okay, what was this book about? What did I understand? What's important? And how, most important part now, how can I integrate the new knowledge into my everyday life so something changes? So really the first year I taught myself a lot about money through books and podcasts, and that works as well. But it's not so much the reading of the books, it's not so much the listening to the podcast, listening to the knowledge, to the live streams. It's really how are your actions changing afterwards? Because only when we start acting and doing things differently, there can be change. There can be permanent different results, also financial results. So when I started out, literally every money book I read integrated the same or consisted of the same. Have a strong morning routine, meaning before you do something for anyone else out there in the world, even checking your phone, you got to do something for yourself. And back then I thought, okay, Why am I not checking my phone first and then I'm gonna do my morning routine? And it hit me actually really hard, because the way we do one thing in life, we have a pattern, and we do it in other areas of our life as well. So if you wake up and the first thing you do is checking your phone, as in giving your attention to someone else, to your phone, something else, guess what? When you are getting paid, you are not going to be the person that pays. You're not going to pay yourself first. You're first going to pay all the bills and all other people and blah, 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 before you pay yourself. And I don't know if you've read The Richest Man of Babylon. It's a very small booklet. And one of the things that's stated in the book is, always pay yourself first. Always pay yourself first. And it's so simple to integrate. It's so easy to integrate. Every one of us could do it right now. You don't need any money, literally 0 cents for that. But see, the way you're giving your attention away in the morning because it's not important to you, this is the same energy you have. You just give your money away too. It's just not important to you. And why would something come, or why would more money want to come to you, join your bank account, if it's not important to you, if you just give it away anyways? So the more I started learning about habits, routines, truly doing something for myself in the morning before doing something for other people, or giving my attention away, things really started changing super quickly. And it's so funny. Ed and I were talking the other day, and sometimes I wish we would record the conversations we're having. And I said, it's so interesting. I had so many conversations in the DMs about the Elite Journal program. And people were like, yeah, it's a cool thing, but, I just can do it on my own. Just give me the journaling prompts and I'm just going to do it on my own. I'm like, it's so interesting. Because it's not true. You're not going to do it. Because there's a gym, no matter the price, you just could sign up and go every single day to the gym, push yourself to new boundaries out of your comfort zone. But let's be honest, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. And I said to Ed, it's so interesting to see, because when we don't have money, and I had this, it kind of comes from Robert Kiyosaki, from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you look at the poor, and I just would label it now for the sake of this conversation, poor people think habits are not important. They're not willing to take the small steps which gonna compound over time. So success must come. If you do every single day the right things, it's like going to the gym every single day. You don't know when you're going to have the six-pack. You just know by showing up every single day and doing the work, it must come. It's law. It can't be any other way. And this also is true for money. However, if you think about it, starting now, you just want, and that's why I choose the title of this live, poor people just want a quick fix solution to their financial current situation. Poor people are not willing to educate yourself about money, how it works, why you don't have the money you desire to have, and taking full responsibility for your current financial situation in which you're in. And this is just a huge, huge, huge difference between the rich and the poor. And the foundation is, sometimes I feel like the poor, it's like, nah, I'm too good for that. I'm over that. I don't need a book. I don't have to read about money. I don't have to educate myself. Nah, money is just not my thing, like, nah, I'm not interested. But it's always the same attitude. People expect to receive results from work which they don't do, and then they're disappointed and they're saying, it's just not for me. Working out is just not for me. You know, my body is different. It's not going to change. It's not going to change because you've never really tried in a consistent way. When I talk about consistency, I would like to set the time frame of a minimum of a full year. That's 12 months, 365 days every single day. Let's have a conversation about your financial situation if you start learning, educating, and implementing the things you learn, no matter where, books, podcasts, this channel, my programs, whatever, where you're going to be in a year from now. But people don't desire or don't want to think in long-term perspective because it's unsexy. Because you don't have the mental power, the strength, the discipline to actually follow through on your own word, which would be, I'm educating myself on money for 365 days. And after a full year from today and learning every single day, I'm going to see where I am. And then I'm going to decide if money's not going to work for me, this whole topic, or not. It's rather, oh, I listened to one live, I did this for one day, it didn't work out, now it's not going to work. And then you go to the next person and to the next person and to the next person. And more or less, it's never really working out because you're just jumping from one thing to another and you're not working out. The energy, or like how you can see it is, I love this example. I think I heard it on the Rachel Hollis podcast. Is imagine there are 10 soccer balls right in front of you. And every single day you can shoot 10 times to bring the ball from one end of the field to the other one. So what you can do is every single day you shoot 10 different balls, you know, to get from the one end to the other end. Or if you would like to see results, wouldn't it make sense to take one ball and shoot the same ball 10 times? If we think about it like that, it makes total sense. However, most people are like, no, I want the money, I want the clients, I want the business, I want everything, I want blah, blah, blah. So you don't focus on one thing, on one ball, which you want to bring from A to B. You try to focus on everything at the same time and nothing's working out. Dude, I would be frustrated as well. I would be frustrated as well. When I started this journey, the only thing I focused was money. Everything and anything about money, like how to create an online business, how to sell, how to market, everything money related for my business, and obviously money itself, how it works. No other topic, even till today. I'm going deep here, and never ever would I say, oh, I don't have to study anymore, I know everything. If you would see, even at the situation I am, or at the point where I am in my business, I still keep investing, and guess what? In money, in my skills, in that topic I choose to become an expert and to stay an expert. And the more I started to learn is that, wow, there's so many different aspects and angles on that topic. And whenever you desire to receive fast cash in your business, that's it. Choosing one skill, you're doing that skill every single day till you truly master it. And you keep going. Because for instance, when we think about soccer, we have different players. But have you realized once a player became an expert in a certain position on a field, that's what he's doing. He's not one time a keeper and then a shooter. You know, they stick to one position and they become an expert in that. If we look to people that have outrageous results in their life, no matter what. Taylor Swift is where she is because she's singing. She's been singing. Yes, she's been changing up her own game. Different genres, different styles. But she always has been a singer entertainer. Tiger Woods always has been playing golf. It was not, oh, today I'm going to do golf. Tomorrow I'm going to ice hockey. Then I'm going to do soccer. Oh, baseball. I think baseball could be a cool thing. It's not happening. It's not working like that. But especially poor people think it works like that. They try to shoot 10 different balls at the same time because they can't think in a long-term perspective. Everything has to be short-term gratification. Everything in their life has to be an Amazon same-day delivery. And this is also how poor people pick their mentors. They don't stick to one person, to one teaching for even 6 months, a year, 2 years. The clients I've been working with for actually 3-4 years is not a lot. It's not because I didn't offer anything. But at one point, people just think, oh, always something new, always something new. Gotta change, gotta change, gotta change, gotta change, gotta change, gotta change. And it's not like this. So the other thing about that is, and I know, really, like when I say poor people, it's like, I would like to say every time you're not satisfied with their financial situation, this is for you. So then what happens? Poor people are surrounded by other poor people which have the same behavior. So it's not just like you're looking for Amazon same day gratification. Everything has to be here by tonight. And if it's not here by tonight, latest tomorrow, I give Amazon 1 more days. I'm gone. Business doesn't work like this. One of my current 101 clients, she's been putting the work, and I would say for the last month, it seemed it's very slow. It was very slow in her business, and she's like, nah, and I'm like, no, you just stick to the plan. You just keep showing up. Those are the little adjustments you're gonna do. Boom. Out of nowhere, someone signed up for a 101 package for 60K paid in full within less than 12 hours. This is the magic of also having an online business. We don't know who shows up when, but we just know if I don't show up every single day, nothing's for sure gonna happen. So when you have a business, make a true check-in. Are you in it for the short-term quick money fix? Is this what you're looking for? And yes, sometimes it can work. I'm not saying it's not gonna work, but think about it. If you're operating a business only from the perspective it's a short-term fix here, short-term fix here, what you're also building is like short-term client relationship here, short-term client relationship there. It's like every month in a way it feels like you're starting from scratch. And I know what I'm talking about, and I know this feeling because I've been there. In the beginning, especially the first 2 years, it was just about the money. As in, like, I had no long-term perspective, no long-term programs. Everything was like, okay, a client enter my world with a program. At the end of the program, the client left my world. Whereas now, there's so many options and people can stay for really long-term growth. And also for myself as a coach, I love it. I love having people, especially in my close proximity, in my masterminds, in my one-on-one container, for years, because I know the stories, I know their patterns, I know what they've done 2 years ago. So when we enter a new coaching container, the relationship starts on such a deep level. It's like you don't have to introduce yourself. Like it's just a different pace, and there's some magic for both of us, for you, for me, for us. And just as a reminder for this Friday, do an honest check-in with yourself. And not from the perspective, oh man, F it, I've always done those short-term thingies and I never really had a long-term perspective for my business. Like, hey, Like I started something and I'm asking myself, okay, if I'm doing this investment, if I'm learning this skill, if I'm learning this habit and I'm just continuing on it for a full year, am I willing to do it for a full year without expecting any results? So for most of you, probably the answer is going to be no. And that's okay. But today we talked about it. Today we send awareness to that. So can you start to teach yourself, train yourself to think, this is a business I'm building. It's a business I'm building over my lifetime. And also if you're already saying like, man, I'm not building something over a lifetime. Hey, this is a good time to do an honest check-in. Is this business actually something I truly desire? Or do I just want the fame that comes with it? Especially in the coaching world, very often I feel people just see the money that's there. They see the industry and what's possible. But especially in close proximity containers, when people pay me more than 15, 35, 100, 300, 400,000 euros, there is a responsibility. It's not about the money. Those containers can never ever be about the money. It has to be about the match. It has to be about the help. It has to be coming from the heart, about truly desiring in the heart to helping someone. And this is sometimes, I feel, what people forget, what this industry is really about. So, second part, do a check-in. How many things in your business are you just doing for the money, but not really that come from your heart because you desire them to do? You love to do them. All the work I'm doing, I would do for free. Because I love it. I love talking to you about money, about growing wealth, becoming financially free, creating wealth you've never had in your life before in those quantities. And I also love it to get paid extremely well. You could take everything from my life and everything would be fine. But if someone would take my work from me, what I do, this would really hit me hard. Obviously, also I have boundaries that it's not going to happen. But it's something I'm so passionate about. I love to do it. You can wake me up any point in the middle of the night and we can have those conversations and I'm going to be lit up. I'm going to be all in no matter what. The knowledge I've received, the work I'm teaching has transformed my life like nothing else ever. And not just my financial situation. Also the way it opened up my heart, the way it opened up to feel on a deeper level, to understand people, humanity, what's going on, to be more compassionate. It allowed me to receive the wonderful partner I have, the relationship we have, the level, the strength, the deepness of the depth of our relationship. It taught me to be truly all in and stay all in and not just be in and out, because that's one pattern I saw from my life. Not just client relationships, all in, but also in partner relationships. The moment it got difficult, it was easier for me to run than to stay in the relationship and work through it. And I see the magic in my relationship with Edward, what happens when we walk through things. What happens being connected, being all in all the relationships I'm having. And that does not mean I'm not saying things. I think yesterday we had one of the toughest and roughest conversations in our relationship. But it's never about, like, we don't have to say, hey, I still love you, I'm staying in the relationship, this is, it's a foundation. And on top of that, we're having the conversations we're having. Do an honest check-in for this weekend. How did you design your business? Was it just all about the short-term, quick money fixes? No worries. It's okay. Are you ready to implement and build now from a different perspective? There's also no right or wrong. It's a decision you make. And are you willing, and also do an honest check-in. Are you willing and are you disciplined enough to build strong money habits on your own? Why am I always having a personal trainer? I know there's a gym. I know I can go. I know what to do. But I just know I push myself differently when there is a trainer who has a plan. I just have to go there. I don't have to think about which workout. I just love it. I think every time it's amazing because I, in a way, just can be lazy, do the work and get the results. I don't have to think about, I don't have to learn, I don't have to train. And I really, really, really appreciate that. Because in that area, having discipline when it comes to working out, going to the gym, doesn't come to me as easy as having discipline, learning, consistency when it comes to my business and financial habits. And I just can recommend to you, if you resonate with this and you want to learn and improve your daily habits, the Elite Journal is so amazing. We just had a kickoff call and people were saying, wow, I'm loving this. I can't believe on the first call, on the welcome opening call, we are already going really to the root of your financial situation. Because I truly believe habits are nice, but if we don't go to the root of your financial situation, it's always gonna be a quick fix. We do. And I'm no fan of quick fixes anymore. And there is a different energy when we go to the root and you see where it's coming from, you face it, you change it, and now we build. So the first call was all about going to your money roots, cleaning, cleansing, creating a new foundation. This program is gonna be 3 months. We just started now, so you still can join. And there is gonna be a live call every Thursday. Obviously, you get the recording. And there is an amazing Facebook group. So every day we're actually doing a check-in where you will see the morning routine and the work of other people, which is so inspiring and motivational. And you will post, so it's like you give to the field, you take from the field. And for me, just whenever we are in community and it's immediately this energy of give and take, this exchange, something really, really big can be created because we're using everyone's manifestation power. So it's really, really wonderful. And of course, this program is also part of the Riches, which is my annual membership. So it's a membership for full year, and all the programs, all the master classes, master trainings, the Elite Journal as well is going to be included. So you never have to worry. Everything I'm launching, except masterminds and one-on-one coachings, obviously, is going to be included in that program. And right now, it's actually a no-brainer to join the Riches because the Elite Journal has started. And I told you, once it starts, the price is going to double. So the Elite Journey, thank you. No, that's just saying, highly recommend. First call, mind-blowing. Oh, I love you. Thank you. So the Elite Journal now for the 3 months is going to be 10,000 euros. And the Riches till tonight, is 13,000 for the full year. There's also a payment plan available. However, as of tomorrow, the price of the Riches increases to 20,000 for full year. Also, you still will be able to have a payment plan. Yeah, just letting you know, that's what's going on. And just to check in, tune in. At this point, it would make total sense to join the Riches. And important to know is if you pay in full, you will get access to all past programs. If you pay in installments, you will get access to everything that's happening from the moment you're joining. Yeah, I love you. So grateful for our Friday talks, and I see you either in the Lead Journal, in the Riches, or somewhere else. And for sure next Friday here again for our Friday weekly money talk. Mwah. Happy weekend, everyone.